Ancient texts described a sophisticated urban center engineered by the divine builder Vishwakarma. Spanning 153 square kilometers of land, the city of Dwaraka was said to house over 900 silver and gold palaces on the shores of the Arabian Sea. For centuries, historians viewed these descriptions as part of a mythological landscape. The sheer scale of the city led most scholars to categorize it as a literary creation designed to ground the events of the Mahabharata. In 1983, a team of Indian marine archaeologists challenged that assumption. They plunged into the volatile Arabian Sea off the coast of Gujarat to search for physical evidence of a coastal settlement. Under the shifting sediment, the divers located straight-edged stone walls and pillars, structures that pointed to an organized urban layout hidden beneath the waves. These ruins suggested that a highly organized metropolis once existed on this coastline. The discovery immediately shifted the question from whether the city existed to how it could have been submerged so abruptly. To understand the disappearance of Dwaraka, we have to look at the event through two distinct lenses: the recorded oral traditions and modern geological data. The literary record describes a sequence of curses following the Mahabharata war. A grieving mother named Gandhari, devastated by the loss of her children, is said to have condemned Lord Krishna's entire lineage to destruction. This was followed by a second curse from a group of sages who visited the city. Enraged by a prank played by Krishna's son, Samba, the sages claimed he would bring forth a heavy iron club, the object destined to bring about the end of the Yadava clan. According to the texts, these events led to a breakdown of social order. The ruling Yadavas were consumed by internal strife, which eventually triggered a violent civil war at a festival held at Prabhasa Tirtha. The final moment arrived when a misplaced hunter's arrow struck Krishna. The texts state that as his physical body departed the mortal world, the ocean rose up and claimed the city of Dwaraka. While the cause is framed as divine, the ancient scribes recorded a sudden cataclysmic submergence, a specific detail that gave modern scientists a geological event to look for. Dr. S.R. Rao led the search in the 1980s. Working against significant skepticism and limited funding, he relied on early diving gear to explore the site, often using his own resources to keep the mission operational. Rao's team returned with specific physical evidence: massive stone walls and 3-holed stone anchors, establishing the site as a functional ancient port. By the early 2000s, the Archaeological Survey of India and the National Institute of Ocean Technology utilized hydrographic sonar and sub-bottom profilers to map the symmetrical city blocks buried beneath the silt. When terracotta artifacts and pottery shards were surfaced, international laboratories performed carbon dating. These tests estimated the objects to be between 5,000 and 9,000 years old. This 5,000-year window corresponds with the chronological setting typically associated with the Mahabharata. This chart tracks sea levels over 20,000 years. Professor Rand's research shows global sea levels rapidly rose around 5000 BC. Geological data indicates oceanic volatility during this era, with massive tsunamis and rising water identified in the Caribbean, Indonesia, and the Indian coastline simultaneously. When the ancient survivors spoke of oceans rising to claim their city, they were likely recording a verifiable geological event that fundamentally altered the coastlines of the ancient world. By February 2024, what began as a niche archaeological theory had entered the national spotlight. In early 2024, Prime Minister Narendra Modi used scuba equipment to reach the underwater ruins, offering a peacock feather to the seabed as a tribute to the city's heritage. This visit highlighted the connection between the living settlement of modern Dwaraka and the physical ruins preserved on the ocean floor. Dr. Rao frequently compared the site to other global civilizations. If the archaeological community accepts the excavation of Roman ruins based on historical texts, then the Mahabharata serves as a similarly valuable roadmap. Just as the epics of Homer led researchers to the site of Troy, Indian oral traditions provided the coordinates for this discovery. Science and tradition often exist in parallel. Oral tradition preserved the memory of a lost landscape for thousands of years, and modern tools eventually located the physical reality that inspired the story.